Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Today we're going to be looking at the best car interiors. Um, I've made a list of them, 10. I don't know what I was basing it off, but I'm also sorry that I forgot to upload this on Saturday. I got distracted by playing other games. And so, yeah, in no particular order, let's start. First of all, we have the Apollo IE. Very futuristic looking interior. I'm sure you can agree. It's got a semicircle steering wheel, I don't know. Also, it has cameras, because I don't think you can really see out the back that well. It still has got, oh wait, you can see the cameras on the side of the mirrors, I just realised that. Very futuristic looking. Got this car from doing Forza 4, and I guess you might be able to get it from the auction house as well, so, yeah, I'd, put this down as a very cool looking car interior. On to the next one. Right, next on our list is the Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro. Okay, you could admit the interior is quite bland, but it's a race car, it's so cool having Forza. We've got roll cages. I don't know why I still don't know why I chose this. I tried my best with this, you might have other opinions on what cars look cool, but I think this one's pretty cool, so we shall move on to the next one. Next on the list is the Maserati MC12 Corsa. Very race style in here. You can see the sun strip from the outside. It's got kind of the dials and stuff kind of are attached to the steering, which is quite strange. If you're turning, you kind of want to be able to see it. Still makes it interesting because I don't think there's another car that does this in Forza. So, yeah, we shall move on to the next one. Next on the list is the Ford GT 2017 specifically. Looks good from the outside, but getting on to the interior, you have carbon fibre, I think, on the thing. Now, a lot of these, just because I chose, because they look nice, it's got like the Ferrari thing where you can see when the next gear is on top of the steering wheel. Very easy to read screen, I guess, not really dials at this point, but it's got nice blue lights, so I assume you can see it easily at night. You've got a number marker at the end, which I haven't noticed. It shows you which specific model you've got, I guess. It's got a screen down there that says GT Performance on it. Same on the steering wheel. It just says GT on it though. And yeah, let's get on to the next one. Right, next on the list is the Ferrari 488 Pista. It's a very, I wouldn't say it's that interesting in interior. It hasn't even got, oh wait, no it has. My mistake. It has like most Ferraris, it has when the next gear is on top of the steering wheel. It's not the most exciting, but I just thought it looked nice as 488 Pista over there. But all the dials seem to be kind of pointing towards you. I can't really look down in this, but it's quite, it's got the normal Ferrari wheel, kind of the buttons are in the same place. So I think it looks nice, so we shall move on to the next one. Next on the list is the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. I could admit it's a bit, boring inside here. Lots of buttons. Though the dials, I kind of like them because they're kind of like, old-fashioned, some might say. Because, well, it's not a screen. But, I like them. There's a screen in the middle, got red lights on the buttons, so I guess you could see them at night. I think it says SRT on the air conditioner thing over there. As I said earlier, I'm just basing off them whether they look nice as well. I think this one's pretty good. I don't know, I can't see the seat, so, yeah, let's move on to the next one. Right, next on the list is the Koenigsegg Agera. I like the interior especially. Lots of, it looks sort of futuristic, not as much as the Apollo, but, you got a Gara written over there, and if I turn, you can see that the dials on the steering wheel, not dials, buttons, have like light up like dark blue and light blue. I think that looks pretty nice. It kind of matches the screens on the matches the screens with the information of the car. I don't know what I'm on about, so yeah, let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have the Mclaren F1, and I'd imagine this is quite an obvious reason. You're sitting in the middle of the car, which is quite strange. It's also quite hard to see the top of the car from inside. You've got big windscreen. You've got 2 mirrors on the inside of the car, so you know you can choose which one you want. Yeah, other than that, it's not really that interesting, but I just wanted to, you know, mention it because you're sitting in the middle of the car, which is very cool, you know. Oops. Let's get on to the next one, shall we? Up next, we have, it's more of a group of cars, but any of the Lego cars, because, you know, when there's no dials whatsoever, so if you had your, you know, little dash in the bottom right of the screen, you wouldn't be able to see what speed you're going. But, you know, it's also cool because it's a Lego car, and if you turn, you can see the little Lego hands which don't actually touch the steering wheel, like they do on an actual Lego car, you know, because Lego can't bend that way. But, you know, they're pretty cool, so, you know, it's Lego. So I thought I'd mention that, so, yeah, let's get on to the next one. Last but not least, the Mclaren Speedtail. It's, let's just get in the interior, shall we? You sit in the middle, much like the F1. You got blue sun strips, and also like the Apollo IE, you have kind of cameras instead of actual mirrors, because that wouldn't make it streamlined, you know. From the outside there is no mirrors. And you've got one on either side, but I assume they're just kind of the outside ones. No, there's much more to it now. You have, I assume, touch screens on either side, so you can control music, your phone, ambience, and you have a GPS. So that's all nice. It's much more modern than the F1, even though that was kind of old now. You know, you've got a screen in the middle that's quite nice. The steering wheel's quite nice. I've gone off the road again. So, yeah, that was the final car in my list. You may have other suggestions that you prefer to other car interiors even. This is what I thought were some of the best. I couldn't really be bothered to check through all of them, so thanks for watching, and we'll have another video out on Tuesday.